The black-capped chickadee is generally loved by everyone and considered overall cute. It has a large round head with a black cap and bib, white cheeks, and a tiny body with a gray-black wings and tail, and buffy undersides. They are quite friendly and curious, investigating everything. They frequent bird feeders and any area with trees, mostly deciduous and mixed forest, open woods, parks, willow thickets, and cottonwood groves. They grow quite confident around bird feeders and will feed from a hand, which takes patience. Sometimes they're heard and not seen. Chickadees form flocks in winter which contain mated pairs and non-breeders, but not their own offspring. The young chickadees join flocks of complete strangers, probably to keep their bloodlines pure. Chickadees have a social hierarchy in both male and female, which is shown in their songs. The stronger and more frequent singers are the highest ranks, and they mate according to this hierarchy. Often nuthatches, woodpeckers, kinglets, creepers, warblers, and vireos associate with chickadees. They have individual cavities that they use to keep warm, and can each excavate their own nesting and roosting holes in rotten wood. Their diet in winter is half seeds like sunflower seeds, berries, and other plant matter like peanuts, and half animal food, insects, spiders, suet, and sometimes fat and bits of meat from frozen carcasses. They take the seed to a nearby branch, hold it with their claw, and hammer it with their bill to open it. During the spring, summer, and fall, their diet is 80 to 90% spiders, insects, and other animal food. They often hide seeds and other food items, each in a different spot, that they remember the location even of thousands of places and eat later. The calls of chickadees communicate information to each other, with each call having specific meanings. For example, the more D notes in the call translates into higher threat levels. They seem to be able to identify other flocks as well as predators in almost a human language. The female usually selects the site for nesting, but both male and female excavate the cavity. These can be dead snags or rotten branches, and they prefer alder and birch. They also sometimes use abandoned downy woodpecker nests or even nest boxes. Then they build a cup-shaped nest together within the cavity with moss and other coarse material, and line it with soft material like rabbit fur, sometimes plucking it off a live sleeping animal. She lays one egg early every morning until she has up to 13 eggs and incubates them for 12 to 13 days. The male searches for food, feeding her on and off the nest. She only raises one brood per year. They remain in the nest for 12 to 16 days. The male continues to feed her and the brood for a few days until they grow enough feathers to stay warm on their own. Then both the male and female feed the young. They remain dependent on their parents for food for 2 to 4 weeks after fledging. There's an interesting bit of information about chickadees. Each fall, they let old brain neurons die and replace them with new ones to learn new information and adapt to changes in the flocks and their environment.